Hello, and thank you for joining us for another installment of Talkin' Nerdy. I'm Jeff with Pronesis Technology Group, and today I'm here to talk to you about SD-WAN, or Software Defined Wide Area Network. So if your business is at the point where it's hard to do anything if the internet is down, SD-WAN is a great technology that offers improvements in throughput, flexibility, performance, and resiliency. SD-WAN, by definition, is a way that a company can build high-performing internet connections and use lower-cost services to do it. The first benefit that I'd like to cover is the backup ISP circuit or connection. So gone are the days where a company has to have a primary ISP circuit and a seldom, if ever, used backup circuit. Nobody likes to pay for those backup circuits because they don't get used. SD-WAN has a way of combining the bandwidth of the two circuits together, up to 4 circuits, into one large connection so that you're not paying for unused backup connections. You're using everything that you're paying for. A practical example of this would be that you might have a Spectrum circuit that's 50 over 50 with a static IP, and you might have a 50 over 50 circuit from, let's say, CenturyLink with a static IP. Without SD-WAN, both of these circuits connect into your firewall or router, and if one circuit goes down, the router switches over to the backup circuit. There's a little bit of a transfer of connectivity. You might have a brief outage. But with SD-WAN, the router sees both of these connections as one connection. There's no downtime if one of them fails, and the circuit is not 50 over 50 anymore, it's 100 over 100. That's a tremendous benefit in the resiliency and throughput. Which IP address gets used with SD-WAN? That's a great question, and it's a segue into a conversation about one of the other great benefits, the benefit of flexibility. SD-WAN service provides you with new dedicated static IP addresses. So regardless of the static that's been assigned to you through your circuit with Spectrum or CenturyLink or Frontier, your IP address stays with your SD-WAN. It doesn't change when your circuits change. This makes it really easy to replace those old cost-prohibitive circuits, and you can install less expensive circuits, and you don't have to deal with the pains of changing your IP addresses. Now, at the onset of this, I mentioned performance as one of the benefits. Now here I'm specifically talking about improvements in your circuit quality, not necessarily talking about more throughput. We already covered that. So on circuit quality, let me explain. All traffic on the internet uses protocols. Voice over IP uses a protocol called SIP, Session Initiated Protocol. Not important. But SIP protocol is a super sensitive protocol, and that is because when it is in use, it is between 2 live parties. And if there's a problem with connection performance, sometimes called jitter, sometimes called latency, the problem will manifest itself in the call quality of your VoIP phone call that's currently happening. So for this reason, VoIP services should really get priority. They really do require the best possible ISP connection that's available. Now, SD-WAN technology addresses this because it provides something called application level awareness. It gives bandwidth priority to the most critical applications like VoIP. Dynamic path selection, sending an application on a faster link or even splitting an application between 2 paths or 2 ISP circuits, is another way that SD-WAN improves performance and adds resiliency. And if you think about it, VoIP is super sensitive, and you don't see it necessarily in your browsing sessions. So while you're browsing around Amazon deals of the day, you really won't notice poor circuit quality. You might have a little bit of a slowdown here or there, but essentially what happens is data packets get out of order, but in a browser type of communication using HTTP, if they do get out of order, they get put back into order so that when it displays on your screen, you're seeing everything that you need to see in the right order and it makes sense to you. With SIP, that's not the case. SIP is going to reveal itself immediately. You're going to have a garbled phone call or something like that. And we just can't have that. So SD-WAN is a super solution for any voice over IP applications. So that was quite a nerdy understanding of some of the basics of SD-WAN. If you'd like to learn more about the benefits and how it can improve your business, give us a call. Again, I'm Jeff with Pronesis Technology Group, and thank you very much for your time.